Alright guys, today we have something a bit different. This is something I get criticized for not doing enough of, right? We get heavily criticized, we've been heavily criticized over the years for not whipping and scrubbing enough in these video games, but that kind of gets to me. Not in a bad way, it makes me feel guilty that you, the viewer, wants to see more whipping and scrubbing, and I just don't do it. And it isn't because I don't want to, it's because in my mind, when I play these games, I want to hit the best, fastest, smoothest way around the track. And when I start whipping and scrubbing, we start getting goony, we go off the track, we don't hit the biggest, fastest line. Especially in Encore, you really want to whip glitch, and it isn't like reflex, it's more an endo glitch, and that's how I kind of play the game. But I will tell you, we do have some two-stroke gameplay, some 450 gameplay, track gameplay, straight rhythm gameplay, and just kind of free ride hitting the freestyle ramps here. So yeah, I will tell you, I had a bunch of fun doing this, but it did take... I actually have 2 days worth of gameplay condensed into this 10 minutes. I think it's a 10-minute video, but yeah, 2 days worth of gameplay condensed into this 10-minute video because it was tough. I wanted to do the straight rhythm because that's a part of the game I never really focused too much on. And when I do straight rhythm, usually, you stay straight, you whip glitch, you carry as much speed as possible to hit the biggest jump. It's the fastest way, right? Well, when I tried doing it this way, throwing the whips and scrubs down, it definitely changes the way I play the straight rhythm. Because when you start whipping and scrubbing, you can't necessarily hit the same line that you were hitting when you were trying to whip glitch or whatever. So, I was trying to get through some of this stuff and make it look halfway decent without going down, crashing, off track, whatever, the entire video. And I think we did pretty good. We got some scrubs in here, some whips in here where the bike is completely turned around. The way the whipping works in the game, it's best used to scrub, right? I mean, we get some scrubs here where the bike is completely turned around. And some jumps work better than others. I mean, it's almost like some of the jumps definitely have more, I don't know if it would just be drag or traction, where, you can't scrub off of it as easy. But for the most part, you can do it off of any jump. We just aren't pros at it because we don't do it very often. But I have played the game enough to know how to do it. Excuse me. So let's talk about how the whips and scrubs work in the game. So basically, if you take off from a jump, you can throw the sticks around and do stuff to kind of whip the bike in the air. When I first started playing the game, that part felt very, very, very stiff. And it does still feel pretty stiff, but after playing, I kind of figured out how to do it. The best way to do it is to just throw the stick sideways right when you leave a jump. Especially if, like I was talking about, the jump doesn't have too much drag. The other problem that can be tough is sometimes you can scrub really, really, really hard off of the face of a jump and throw the bike out, the back end out really, really fast, really, really far, but then you can't really bring it back. It's like the rotation slows down so much, but other times you can really throw it, where you're turning, facing the camera. The front of the bike is facing the camera because you scrub so hard, and you can still bring it back. I'm not sure what allows the bike to do that, but those are the best ones. Those are the ones that were the most fun, and we do get some of them. You've already seen some. We did, I think, that first track was Savannah, and we got some insane scrubs and whips on that track. And this is obviously the Pro Loop from the JS7 compound. A track I love, but I'm not very good at. Now, I'm not saying this was a fast lap. These are not fast laps. These are supposed to be eye candy. These are supposed to be laps where you are like, whoa, that was sick. That was sick. We just turned completely around. Pretty sick. and I enjoy the way the whipping and scrubbing works in this game. This is the dunes. The first two here you see are pretty similar. The first whip wasn't anything to write home about, but then we kind of do, I mean, it wasn't really a turn down whip, but it was kind of a turn down whip. If I could have got the front end to come up a bit more and then turn right and then turn back left, that would have been pretty sick. But it was like the closest thing I could get to a turn down whip, but it wasn't. I don't know if you can oppo in this game. I know you can oppo pretty good in All Out. We learned that very early on, that the way the physics are in that game, you can actually do some pretty crazy stuff. And then the other thing I was kind of messing around with was the idea of, I don't want every scrub to look the same. So when we would scrub, sometimes I would try to drop the front end just a bit and then kick the rear end up and out a bit different. Tried doing it at the Stewart compound. I don't know if you saw that. Otherwise, the physics and the whips are free for sure. I mean, it's a player-based, controlled thing. But yeah, I mean, I was just trying to make them look a little bit different. Otherwise, a bunch of the scrubs kind of end up looking pretty similar. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing. I think it looks pretty cool, even if the game is very arcade. Okay, I get it, guys. It's arcade. It's not MX bikes. Okay, I get it, but it's fun. It's really fun. That was pretty sick. I mean, that was kind of a turn down whip. That was pretty sick. I know we came up short and it looked pretty goony, but it was still pretty sweet. And I think I talked about it. The straight rhythm, it's a part of the game I never really focused too much time on, but it was really cool. It was a small part, but it was really cool. They even had DLC straight rhythm. Most of these are the DLC straights, and just the way you play them. I mean, I had 2 days worth of footage here, and trying to get through the straight rhythm and basically whip off of everything was tough because it just destroys your momentum. I mean, you just lose everything. And so some of these laps definitely, or not lap, but runs definitely aren't very good. And then we go to the freestyle side of it because it was cool. It was fun to hit some of those huge ramps. I know we're jumping out to the asphalt sometimes and flat landing and all that stuff, and some people probably complain about that, but I don't care. It was fun, dude. It was fun. I had a good time. So if you're one of those people that say, Wyndham, please whip more, please whip more in the game, this is for you. I feel guilty, so I always feel like I owe it to you. I definitely owe it to you. I'm grateful for the support you guys give this channel and for watching this channel and for checking out the content we have to show you. So I owe it to you to give you something back. And I know it's not much, but hey, it's something I don't do very often, and I spent 2 days trying to get this content for you. It was tough. It was really tough. I know it seems simple, but it was tough. But I had a great time. Didn't feel like work. It didn't feel like pain. It was fun. I did enjoy it because I'm enjoying the game. I look forward to coming back and playing Encore every time we do a video, and even doing the whipping and scrubbing. It was fun. It was really fun. It felt good, and I thought most of them ended up looking pretty good too. So yeah, I do have a couple ideas left, not too many. I have at least one more idea, maybe two, we'll see, that we could do for this small Encore series we have running. But after that, I don't know. Unless I just go back and do similar stuff to what we did before, you'd have to let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. Otherwise, I'll probably run out my one or two ideas I have left, and then probably end it there. We'll probably come back to the game because I do love the game so much, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.